AFK farming inside of Diablo Immortal. The topic has finally been addressed by the community manager of Diablo Immortal, Ghost Signals, and in today's video I want to take you through everything that he was talking about, if this is okay, if this is going to be accepted, or if players are going to begin getting banned. Guys, welcome back to the channel. I hope you're doing well today. What I want to do is go over the community manager Ghost Signals post here, answering a lot of the questions regarding AFK farming. And then I want to go into some topics about AFK farming and then a little bit more details on today. Let's just read through this to start. He says, hey everybody, I know this is overdue, but it's time to address AFK farming. And yeah, this is a topic that players have been talking about and that content creators have been talking about now literally for years. So yeah, it's overdue, but at least it's being addressed here. AFK farming by itself is technically not a violation of our terms of service. This is something that I've been trying to get an answer to for a long time, and I never was able to get one because there was probably a lot of pushback that would come with that. But now we have our answer, and well, we can go on. But we historically have discouraged it, AFK farming, through the use of effects that would do damage to your character if you were AFK farming for a certain period of time. So something in the game that would happen to you to hurt your character so you would die and not be able to continue. Several months ago, due to some performance issues, these damage effects were removed from the game. We didn't know about this. These effects were going to be making a comeback soon, and while it's still not against terms of service, we are actively working to discourage AFK farming through these damage effects once again. A timeline hasn't been locked down for sure, but we will be sure to let you know in our patch notes when we expect this to start again. So stay tuned to the patch notes until when we share those with you on the channel. I know that opinions on AFK farming vary across the community, but we believe that this behavior is ultimately not conducive in the overall health of the game or the community, and unbalances the game for those players that are actively playing the game, so we'll continue to combat this behavior. All right? Basically, players that are AFK farming are able to get themselves a lot more materials over time more quickly because they're letting their game literally run all day or all night long when they're not even there, getting those extra materials. We're exploring options for the future that would allow players to have an access to some sort of farming assistance, but with reasonable limits and accessibility to all players, not just those that are in the know. P.S. A quick reminder, the use of automations, scripting, bots, macros, etc., even on approved devices, is strictly prohibited or forbidden by our terms of service and can result in your account being suspended. So there is a lot going on here. You can't use scripts, bots, or any type of devices that are going to do actions for you in the game. That's against terms of service. Even if it's to AFK farm, utilizing those tools are going to get you a ban or could get you some sort of a ban inside of the game. So that is not allowed by any means. AFK farming is allowed, but discouraged. So these harmful effects are going to be coming back to the game. They're going to be hurting your character when you're doing that AFK farming and essentially killing your character. In all honesty, players are going to figure out builds that they can use to get around this. It's most likely going to happen, and I don't think it's going to kill AFK farming. I think what we got from this post right here is the knowledge that AFK farming is not against terms of service. You can't get banned for it, so more players may actually feel a little less worried about doing it. The question that remains here to me, though, is, are you able to go into the settings of the game, and I don't remember what it was. It was literally over a year ago that I saw the post, but are you able to go into the settings and turn on the auto attack feature and then just literally let your character sit here and auto attack all day long? Because then no matter what the damage effects are, you're still attacking and you're going to be killing enemies around you. By the way, I'm doing that auto attack just because I'm holding down the attack button right here, not because I'm using any feature. So yeah, what do you guys think about it? I know, and actually Jeet or Ghost Signals knows that it's kind of a hot topic. I'm currently standing in one of the most frequently farmed areas for AFK farming. Notice we have a player here that was farming last night and passed, or well, his character died. There's a person over there. I don't know if he's farming or not. Maybe he's just passing through. There was someone over here that happened to go down from last night as well. Oh, there's a piece of monstrous essence. So essentially, what is AFK farming? For those of you may not know, is players will take their character, they will sit their character in a heavily populated zone with a bunch of spawning enemies, and they'll be utilizing a class that does some nice auto attacking. The best is the Necromancer, the second best is probably the Druid, but honestly most classes have some build you could put together that will actually do auto farming. And what happens is they're able to get themselves a lot of these extra materials, these scrap materials right here, or monstrous essence to progress their battle pass. And what they're trying to do is get all of their gear up to level. Now, I've been playing for 3 years. Our gear is all max leveled already because of just playing the game for so long. But someone that's been playing for 6 months, they want to catch up. And AFK farming gives them a way to do that. Now, I've been saying for quite a while now that there should be an AFK farming zone. Build a zone. It doesn't need to have anything special in it, and just have it have enhanced population of spawning mobs and give players that space to AFK farm so it doesn't impact the game. Now, that doesn't solve the problem where a lot of people are saying, oh, well, that AFK farming is wrong. We shouldn't be doing it inside of the game. No one should do it. But it does solve the problem with AFK farming getting in the way of players that are trying to explore a zone, experience a zone, do bounties inside of a zone, etc. That's essentially the main problem. 1, it gets in the way and disturbs the experience for other players. And 2, it kind of gives an unfair boost to AFK farmers' accounts because they're grinding experience and they're grinding the materials needed to get their gear up in level while others are not doing that. So that's essentially why AFK farming is happening. That's why it's bothering other players and disrupting the game. Now, keep in mind, this is something that's allowed to be done over in China. It's kind of a normal thing. Inside of the same game, in that server population, it's something that is okay and is, well, accepted. So I'd love to know what you guys think. I know that there are people watching this that are AFK farmers and those that are anti-AFK farming. Let me know your thoughts if you feel comfortable sharing it down below. In addition, the new battle pass just dropped today inside of the game, and I have to say, I actually think the cosmetic looks freaking good. If we take a look at my wizard right here, maybe one of my favorite classes, the way that this looks. Obviously, it looks good on the other classes as well, such as the barbarian looks decent, kind of looks like a bull. The monk looks sweet. This is the one that they kind of featured in the post. You also have the demon hunter, which is awesome. I love the face piece. We have the crusader. Looks good with most. The gear being worn right here is not the gear that comes with it, by the way. Necromancer looks all right. Blood Knight also looks okay. Looks similar to one from the past of the Blood Knight. The Tempest, pretty cool looking actually. And of course, the brand new Druid. That's the battle pass. I ended up picking up the $5 battle pass. In addition to this, there is going to be another Prodigy's Path dropping inside of the game very soon. Prodigy's Path is about to expire. Season ends in 2 days, 17 hours. So those of you that do pick this up, it offers some really good value. It's probably, in my opinion, the second or third best value in the game. A new one is going to be coming where you can get all of these rewards from unlocking the Prodigy's prizes, the Adept's prizes. Everyone gets, even if you are free to play and don't decide to purchase this. Just worth noting that. In addition to all this, guys, I'm going to be going live in just a little bit right here on the channel. I want to do some Hellslayer bounties. I want to run some terror rifts. I want to run some dungeons with you guys and maybe even dive into some PvP. So if you haven't subscribed to the channel and you enjoyed the video and you found it valuable, please do subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on my daily videos or my live streams. And if you do come through the live stream, make sure you say what's up.